I have been doing print on demand since 2015. I've generated multiple 7 figures in sales and helped over 1,000 students post that they made their first sale online. And what I can tell you is that the old way of doing print on demand doesn't work anymore. Because of high competition, you can no longer just put together a mediocre design, list it on Etsy, and then expect designs to roll in. You need a proven strategy in order to find products with high demand, low competition, create winning designs, and then put up a high volume of listings every single month. So that's why in today's video, I'm going to share with you the most up-to-date blueprint for succeeding with print on demand in 2025, even if you are a complete beginner. So let's dive straight in. I'm going to go over some of the most important kind of components of building a print-on-demand business in 2025. And the intention here is to let you know what strategies work now and then also some of the mistakes to avoid. So the first thing I want to go over is finding winning products. So more and more people have been starting print-on-demand. I mean, when I started teaching it almost a decade ago at this point, it was very new, not a lot of people knew about it. But now that more people are finding out, there's, so many TikTok videos and all these things, people talking about print on demand, not all super helpfully, may I add, but a lot of the traditional products are becoming really oversaturated. I see that with my own business. I see that they're talking to students in my program. So I would say you want to find products that are more unique. There's a lot more money to be made in these unique products that not everyone has jumped in on. So I made a video that seemed to have gotten some really good traction. I would say you definitely want to check that out to learn more, but products like frames do really well, teddy bears, music plaques, the kind of acrylic things for music plaques, candles. What I found is that I've been able to beat the competition by focusing on these new unique products. Other things, underwear we started selling on Custom Happy recently, just things that are more unique. Everyone's got a shirt, everyone's got a mug. Those things still sell, don't get me wrong, but what I'm finding is where I'm getting the most leverage is on these unique products, and it's really been helping me. The other thing you want to focus on is going into more long-tail niches. So going after broad things like mugs for mom or candle for grandma or something, there's just going to be a lot more competition, and so it's going to be a lot harder to stand out. So you want to focus on small niches and long tail keywords. So things that not a lot of people are making designs for, right? Because you're going to have, let's say, 5,000 people competing against you for mug for mom, but if you make something mug for parakeet lover as an example, there's just going to be a lot less competition, and then even less competition if you make candle for parakeet lover, and on and on. So new products and then hyper targeting, those things have proven to help over and over and over again. The next thing is platforms. So Amazon versus Etsy. For me, my Amazon sales have been going up massively. I've been really grateful to see I'm going up and up and up and up. Last year, 2024, 11 out of my 12 months were better than the year before, and it was pretty close on the other one. I had like a huge gain from 2024 to 2023 overall. And so far, year to date, I am ahead of my last year to date. So Amazon's been going great. Etsy sales have been tanking. I will not my Etsy sales have been kerplunk. I'm trying new things, haven't gotten it there. But what I find is I still tell people get started with Etsy because they're still making sales, and it's easier to get started there. So you can kind of get your reps and everything in there. But what this does teach is you need to be adaptable, right? You need to be able to not be dependent on one platform. So of course, if you want to again start on Etsy, that's totally fine and recommended, but you have to be able to move. I thought that I could set mugs and forget it, and I do have mugs that are still doing well from putting them out, many years ago. It still does work, but what I found for me personally to keep up the numbers that I want to have, to keep seeing lots of dollars in results. I'm not saying you're going to get the same results, but for me to keep growing, I'm seeing that there needs to be putting in some new kind of elements here. You never want to be too dependent on one platform because you just don't know. I had something happen on Etsy. Please don't listen to this as like a cautionary thing because we overcame it. My point here is to be adaptable, but I had something on Etsy where I had an outsourcer making a design for something, and he ended up taking something that was very close to someone else's trademark, had no idea about it, got one of my most profitable stores taken down, and Etsy can be hard to get a hold of. So we've taken the other designs, we've put them on other stores and all this stuff, but it's just, you never know, you need to be adaptable in this business. I do think it's one of the best ways to make kind of passive sales. It might not be like zillions of dollars, but it's consistent, at least in my experience. Not saying yours will be the same, but I have had to adapt. It's not completely just whatever. And then also there's just like going into new platforms and discovering those too. So I've been testing a lot of things. I've made, I think maybe 4 figures on Walmart, not a ton yet, but learning and it's growing. Fair made 5 figures on there, and we're testing out some new things. I was just talking to one of our coaches who just told me about a completely new platform that she's trying out, and so we'll see, but being adaptable is really helpful. The next thing you want to pay attention is to focus on volume. So focusing on creating just a few good designs, it doesn't really work anymore. It's never been my personal strategy, but I know that's what some people have wanted to do, and it's just not the vibe, I don't think, especially for Amazon. On Etsy, they want a little bit nicer, but still you want to focus. And what I really like is this spaghetti method, where it's spaghetti at the wall. You want to upload a lot of different listings, tons of different things, and then each thing that you put out there, it's another potential asset stream. It's another potential way to bring in more sales. And so you never know exactly what's going to stick, but the more things you put out there, the more opportunity you have for people to buy from you, right? Because everything you put out is another buy button out there. So I would say focus on volume. With AI now, there's so many ways to create new things. If you're inside LHS, we have the training on how you can batch designs on Canva as an example. We've got other kind of AI tools. So do that, list your different products, and then when something clicks, double down on that. So let's say you make a sale in the parakeet market. Well, then make more parakeet designs, put them on more products, use that phrase in other different niches. You know what I mean? So scale up. You just really want to keep adding as many things as you can to engineer the numbers in your success. You know what I mean? I don't think you need to have the most incredible designs in the world as long as you have good phrases, but you do want to make sure that you're just trying a whole bunch of different things. And I mean, if you're starting now, if you're a beginner now versus when I started years ago, I mean, you are just chef's kiss winning, because there are so many more things now that help you between ChatGPT and Canva and different tools to help automate things. It's never been easier. Even if you're not creative, GPT will help you with the creativity. I mean, you're just living the dream at this point in time. So I would say those are the most important things that you're going to need to know to succeed in print on demand this year. Of course, everything I've given you here, it's like a high level kind of overview of the things that you need to get started. There are a lot more details that I can't cover in this short video. So if you would like to learn step by step how to build a successful print-on-demand business without risking money on inventory or complicated ads, then I would love to invite you to my free webinar. In that presentation, I'm going to show you exactly how you can create simple, searchable products that actually sell, even if you have no design experience, even if you have no technical skills. Just click the first link in the description in order to watch the webinar. It's completely free. Again, you can save your spot using the link below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you there.